Sou sabotagem, bom lugar. Se constrói com humildade, é bom lembrar. Aqui eu mando sabotagem, vou seguir sem pilantragem. Vou honrar, provar, no Brooklyn tô sempre ali. Pois vou seguir com Deus, enfim, não sei qual que é. Se me vê, dão ré, 30 cara a pé. Do piolho vem descendo lá na Conde Feve. Que clack, enlouquece, black, só de arma.
Tiempo es una palabra, tú sabes que empieza y que se acaba. Tú sabes que se bebe y que se termina, que corre despacio y que pasa deprisa. Tiempo es una palabra, que se enciende y que se apaga, que ni se tiene ni se atrapa, que no se gira ni se para. El tiempo no se detiene, sabes que ni se compra ni se vende, sabes que no se coge ni se agarra, sabes que se le odia o se le quiere. Al tiempo no se le habla, ni se escucha ni se calla, pasa y nunca se repite, ni se duerme y nunca engaña.
Un bacio dura quanto dura, un bacio lo sai. Un sogno dura quanto dura, un sogno lo sai. Il tempo dura quello che dura il tempo. Curioso elemento il tempo. Il tempo soffia quando soffia il vento, lo sai.
When you think of McTyeire Hall, what comes to mind? Do you think of a repository of international students? Or do you think of multicultural parties, fraternity events? Do you think of dorm-wide intramural sports, such as co-ed soccer and basketball? Do you think of the surreal? Stay tuned for more on this one. Do you think of other engaging intellectual activities, such as student presentations, foreign films, and engaging guest lecturers? If not, you might want to think again.
Okay, so you want me to talk about multiculturalism in McTyeire. First of all, I think I was surprised that so many Americans live here. I thought it was more international people, but on the other hand, I think it's also good because it helps you, if you're a foreigner, to more to assimilate, or a lot of people can give you a ride. You learn, you can talk to a lot of people. Actually, when I think about it, I have only a handful of friends which are non-native speaking Americans. So I guess that helped me a lot to kind of get accustomed to the culture and everything.
So how long have you lived in McTyeire?
I've lived in McTyeire for about 3 years. I was gone 1 semester abroad in Italy, so 2.5 semesters.
Would you say
2.5 years, that is. The only similarity between the people is they sort of want to learn a language, so you get different groups of people. You get your people that play sports, you get your people that are more into computers, you get engineers, you get arts and science majors, so you get all sorts of different people together. There's not as many people as in other dorms, but you get a better cross-section, I think.
So you asked me to talk a little bit about sort of how the international house works, not how it works, but sort of how it functions from a sociological perspective, and if it's a good thing. And there are a couple of really cool things about an international house, and I know Chicago had one, a number of places have one, and so one of the benefits, I think, of having them is that it does diversity the way we claim that we want to do diversity at American universities, in the sense that at American universities we figure, oh, if you just sort of bring a bunch of people together on a campus of 8,000 people, 30,000 people, somehow or other they'll bump into each other enough that they'll grow comfortable with each other, that they'll engage each other, that the diversity will work. But of course, when you have this large group of people with diverse interests, who many of whom come from places where they've never seen someone of a different culture, they're not going to be drawn to this person. And so, just sort of being around each other in a university context does not automatically mean you experience diversity. What winds up happening is you experience diversity on campus the same way you experience it in the mall, right? Where you just walk past people who are different from you, but you never interact with people who are different from you.
Well, we have an important mission here at McTyeire. Obviously, we're the only dormitory on campus that has anything to do with multiculturalism at all. You know, the other, it's one of, you know, McTyeire is one of Vanderbilt's living learning centers, and the other ones being the Mayfield Lodges and McGill, which is more like a philosophy dorm.
So my freshman year, I lived in a freshman dorm, and I stayed there for 1 semester. And after 1 semester, I decided to move here. Why did I decide to move here? Probably 2 reasons. There are people from Ghana. I'm from Ghana, and there were people from Ghana who were living here at that time, and I used to come visit them. And I guess I wanted to live closer to them, so I moved here. And I also felt like I had a lot in common with people who were living in McTyeire. Many of them were international students, many of them had lived abroad and had come back, so I felt like we're all experiencing a cultural shock. So I think it's a good thing to have international students around, because not everybody is going to have the chance to travel outside the US. So just getting to know someone from a different country on such a close level, I think it's a good thing. It's good educationally, because we're supposed to be learning about other people, we're supposed to be learning about other cultures in college, so it just helps. Even if you've not been able to go outside the country, it's really good to just know someone from a different culture, someone who's not grown up just like you, who speaks like a language different from what you speak. It's good, because then it helps to like take away certain stereotypes about people that you don't know, like people that you've never met, because what you see on TV, it really isn't what it is out there.
I think to be a coordinator in McTyeire is a very interesting experience in terms of not only a rich culture experience, because I got to see a lot of Americans learning different kind of languages, and also other foreigners from so many different countries, but also to myself, it's a very, at the beginning, a pretty challenging experience in terms of how to managing different people of a variety of personalities and requests and all these things. But a long time, I feel like it is a very rewarding experience as well. It's just like I get to see much, I get to experience a lot, and I would say this is probably a unique chance for me to experience the undergraduate life here. Although I know that McTyeire is pretty unique. It's not as much as those frat boys. And actually it's neat. I mean, it's more of a academic and a more international theme here that is probably not that common in a southern university. Yeah, so all these things I think I appreciate a lot.